Welcome and thanks for watching this video. This code is about summarizing selected items out of a list. Items that have been selected by the user, and by the click of a button the list will be summarized. In this example, I made up this list that has just a few columns, and as you can see, column D is the one that the user will change and select the items, and by clicking a button we get a summary of only selected items. We have this other button that will clear the entire list. The user can also go back and select more items, and the list will be updated. So before we go on, you would probably want to know what's the deal with these cells changing colors. This is just a conditional formatting that I added to the list. For any value that will be greater than 0, the cell will turn yellow, and you can do it right here. So now we're gonna create a couple of buttons. Then we go to the developer tab, then we go to insert, and from the form control we're gonna get a couple of buttons. One we're gonna call it list, and the other one clear. Once we do this, we're gonna create a module where we're gonna write the code. So the first line is gonna be optional explicit. Then I'm gonna call this of get list. We're gonna add a few variables. This will be for a loop. This is gonna be for the last row that we use. I'm gonna add another one just in case. This will be the first code line. It's gonna scan the entire list from top to bottom and help us find the last cell that was used. And we will be using column D for that. We can use any other one, but we'll use column D. And it's gonna select it, and then the variable is gonna take the row value of that particular cell. So now we can go ahead and start the loop. This loop will scan the list looking for those items that were chosen by the user. And for that, it's a pretty good idea to use column D, because that's the one that has the quantities. Remember the yellow cells that we're changing? If they have a value greater than 0 or different than 0, and those are the ones that were picked by the user. Once we do this, we're going to select the entire row. And it's going to select from A all the way to column E. Once we do this, we're going to select and copy the entire range, and we're going to take it somewhere else. We're going to paste it, and it's going to be a paste special because we want to get just the values, and maybe we add another one for formats, just so that way we can see what we have extracted from the list. This can be done in a different way also. So now we're done with the if statement. We're going to end it, and we're going to close the loop. Now we have to insert somewhere here, right after here, uh, the place where we're gonna paste it, and that's gonna be at column O. And that's gonna create, we're gonna create another variable here. So let's just copy this and call it II, and let's start this variable as 1, meaning the first row. If you want to start this at the second row, just change it to 2. And this is the counter. It's gonna add up 1 every time. So we're gonna check if we have any problems. Everything looks good. Now let's see. So that's it. We got the list. The columns are not with the right width, but we can work on that. And also we saw a lot of flashing. We're gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna clear this now. Let's go back to the code and we're gonna work on the columns. So we're gonna select the column from this range and we're gonna auto fit it. So we're selecting the entire range. And let's see here this. Once we paste the entire list, it's gonna be selected. And so this will unselect it. And we're gonna try to get back to the cell O1 just to make everything neat. Now we saw a lot of flashing going on, so we're gonna get rid of that by using the screen updating. We're gonna set it to false up here, and then we have to write the very same line almost at the end or at the end and make it true. This is to speed up the macro. Okay, so we're missing here just one dot. And we're gonna fix this. Yeah. This is so that we're not gonna see what the macro is doing. Now let's test it. So we got the entire list, all the items that were chosen. It's got the same formats. The columns look okay. Now we gotta work on the clear button. Just create another module. And we're just gonna use the column O to do the scanning. So once we do that, we have to use this variable to get the value of the last row. Now we're gonna select the entire list using this range from O1 all the way to the last cell used. And what do we want to do? We want to clear it. So selection clear. And just to make everything neat, we go back to the cell O1. We're going to select it. Let's see how it goes. We'll check for mistakes. Now we have to assign this macro to this button, and that's it. So now we're gonna test if we add more values. Let's change the quantity here to 125, a little more here. That's right here, 100, 25, 25, and 50. So that's it. It works. I hope you like the code. Just adjust it to your own list and see how it goes. Um, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, share the video, write a comment, and all the good stuff. And until next time, thank you.